And we're recording.
Yay! Okay, so everyone was on here and like begging me to do a Zoom with my new girl Shari, who joined 11 days ago. She signed 24 customers and promoted to executive in 11 days. Like, what? So everyone wants to know what you're doing. So I don't have anything planned, so that's fine. So I kind of want to know like the first thing. So tell us about you, why you started, and like kind of your life, because I know you work. So kind of tell us like, okay, I work basically. Tell us your schedule.
Okay, so I work full time at a deli on the weekends, during the week, whatever they schedule me. Really, I don't really have a set schedule, but I work 5 a.m. to 1:30 every day, 40 hours a week. I started because me and my husband just bought a house, and the bills just add up over time. So, and I go to college part time, so that's also another bill that I have to pay every month, depending on when I sign up for school.
Okay, first of all, that's insane. You wake up at 5:30 or 5. You probably wake up earlier than that. You work full time. You go to college part time or full time?
Part time right now.
Okay, part time. You have a husband and you're a busy bee. Like, and you still make time for this business. Okay, so kind of I want to know like what your average day has looked like involving this business in the past 11 days. Like how are you working it? How are you working your business and working full time is what I want to know.
So a normal day for me would be waking up starting at 3:50. My husband can't get up for one alarm, so we have to set 5. And then I manage to get to work 15 minutes early every day. Get there, I actually check my messages while I'm sitting in the parking lot to make sure I didn't miss anybody from the night before. If I did, I message them, whatever the part of the message it is, and I go into work. Normally, we get like 3 5-minute smoke breaks. I check my phone at the 3 5-minute breaks I get, and then I get off at 1:30, go home, check my messages again, make sure nobody's sent me a message I missed. If I did, I message them then, to make sure they know that I'm still interested in their conversation that we started. Sometimes I take a nap, sometimes I don't, depending on how tired I am. But normally from there on out, I'm just in and out of Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I post normally at my first 5-minute break at work, which is around 7, 8 o'clock, depending.
That's amazing. So you basically work it like you use your time wisely. So when you have a break at work, you use it. Hello. Like when you're sitting in the parking lot waiting for your deli to open, you send a couple messages, right? So, and then like obviously you're home, but like when you get off work, you're doing your, whatever your life is, like you can work your business like in between like that, right? Like we were literally sitting at lunch the other day and like we were just like talking to people. Like it's so easy, like you know what I mean? Like you can do it like anywhere. So I love that. I love that you don't make an excuse because you have a busy schedule. And I know so many people out there like who work. Obviously, a lot of people work when they start this, just like you. And you know what I mean? And you just don't make that an excuse. So I love that. So you get it done. You know what you have to get done, and you just message people. So now you post, right? Like every day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So like do you post one time a day? Do you post like 105 times a day? Kind of like what you're posting about?
I normally only post once a day to my feed, but on my story, I try to update that every day. I'll try and add different things to it throughout the day.
So you post one time on your feed, which is a business post, right? It's
Yeah.
something about business. And like, guys, can I just say that I don't even have to tell this girl to post. Like, I don't even have to remind her. Like, she's on it. I'm like, I'm about to go look at Shari's profile just see if she posted, and she already did. She like beated me to it every time, which is amazing. So no one's going to like make you do it. Like, she is doing it. Like, I don't have to make her, and I love that. And so you're posting like a couple times a day on your stories, mainly about products, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So now everyone also wants to know, like, how are you signing up 24 customers in 11 days? Like, what are you messaging? What are you doing?
I'm just messaging them the things that we went over. I mean, the set script. I don't know. I mean, if they tell me something, I'll be like, oh my God, that's so great. I don't just send them the script. I'm like actually trying to understand what they're saying to me.
Right. So if I say, I'm great, how are you? You're not going to say, okay, this will help. This coffee is this, that, but you're going to say, I'm great, thanks. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to like have like that dialogue back
Yeah.
and like, that's like the thing too. Like, I feel like when someone says like one thing off, like everyone like freaks out and like forgets the conversation. Like, you can still like literally copy and paste the same script that we gave all of you guys. And by the way, guys, what she's doing is what you guys all have. I gave her the same copy and paste host to post script that everyone else has, right? That's the
Yeah.
exact
I mean, yeah.
right? It's like literally copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, like the same thing. It's crazy. And so, but yeah, if they ask like I had a girl ask today, well, can I put creamer in it? I'm like, yes, you can add any creamer that you want. The coffee retails for, and then I just kind of go on with the next part of the script conversation. So your message for host to post. So I want to know also about how many host to post are you getting out a day? Like, how many people are posting for you a day? Average, would you say? It doesn't have to be.
Probably 3 to 5.
Okay. Awesome. So how many people do you think you have to message to get those out a day? Again,
Probably a good 15
okay.
people.
That's good. Okay. And now I want to know one thing. Has anyone that you've asked to post for you, or we're talking about the products, told you no?
Yeah.
Praise
Plenty
Jesus.
of people.
Praise Jesus. Okay. So you're getting told no, and you're still going, right? Like, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just tell them no problem, or I'll talk to you soon, or keep in touch.
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. And that's literally what I teach you guys all the time. Like, if no one wants to, if like that person doesn't want to order from you, like, there's a billion people out there. Like, go get them. Like, you know what I mean? So you're doing the same host to post that we're all doing, and you are posting every day. Maybe you're messaging all these people. So is there any other secret sauce that we have to do to enroll 24 customers in 11 days? Anything else missed?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I agree. I think that actually like doing it and like doing it consistently, and like if you guys look at the boom chat, like almost literally every single, well, not even almost every single day, Shari gets like 5 posts in that chat every single day. Not a day that has gone by in the 11 days that she hasn't gotten post up, and she's still messaging people. And I think there was like one day when you were like, no one's posting for me. Was that you? I think it was like you. Maybe it wasn't you.
I don't know. I
Maybe.
mean, last night I got, I think, like maybe 4 or 5 people to post, but I messaged crap tons of people, and most of the time I just get ignored.
It was, so you're saying you had to message more people yesterday to get the same amount of posts up that you normally would.
Yeah.
So okay, so yeah, so that's totally normal. So whether you're messaging for host to post or just Instagram period, it has nothing to do with you. It just has something to do with that particular group of people that you're messaging. Like, it has nothing to do with you guys at all. And I think that's so important. And again, she didn't let that stop her. She still knew her goal was getting 5 host to post up. So if she had to message another 100 people, she did it. If she had to message another 200 people, she still did it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's awesome. Like, you're just killing it, like, out of the freaking water. Like, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot believe it. Like, I feel like I don't think nothing this has ever happened before. Like, someone promoted in 11 days. So you are like a legend. Like, amazing. Okay, so I think that's really all of my questions. Like, I mean, I don't really have anything else for you. If you want to like come on and talk about the stuff that your team wanted to know, then you can. I didn't answer anything.
All right. So first of all, yes, you're a freaking rock star. Like that is amazing. I can't tell you enough. Like me personally, I did not sign that many customers in my first month. I am now a double diamond, and I think I signed maybe 5 customers in my first month. And I really didn't have a network. So could you tell us like how many people like you actually have on your Facebook friends list? That are like your warm market, like these people?
I'd have to go look personally because I don't know how many friends I have on there. But personal friends and family, probably only, I would say, a stretch 30 people.
You said like 30. Do you have
Yeah.
anybody? Is your family members like posting for you or?
I had my 3 siblings post for me and my aunt post for me, but that was it.
Okay, so not that many. Like when I joined, I mean, nobody really supported me. Like nobody wanted to buy my products. Nobody wanted to be in this business with me. And to this day, like nobody wants to be a part of that with me. And I'm totally okay with that because I built this business strictly from social media. So are you adding every single day? Are you adding new people into your network?
Yeah, I just go down to where it says people you may know. If I semi know them, like from school or something, or I don't know, they just look like a good person, I add them.
Love it.
That's good though. Like most people are like really terrified to add people, and it's really not that scary. I mean, when I first joined, I didn't have an Instagram at all. I barely had a Facebook because I was just one of those people that like I really didn't have that many friends. Maybe like 1 or 2 really good friends, but um, yeah, I literally only had family members on my Facebook. So that was it. I'm trying to think what else was asked because you did answer one of the questions that my girls had asked in my chat. Um, how are you dealing with objections? So like if you're messaging someone and you're telling them about the price, and they're like, no, this is too much or whatever, like what are you doing? How are you kind of flipping that, or if are you flipping that into a host to post?
Not like immediately I would ask them to like post for me, but I would just say, no problem, keep in touch with me, or I'll be in touch, or let me know when's a good time. And then maybe eventually I would say, do you mind posting for me, et cetera, et cetera.
Mommy, you're smacking me in the face.
Okay, buddy. Sorry, guys. My kids are like up. Yeah, that's good that you're like handling them right away. And you're not letting them like get to you, and that's not letting you stop. Like it's not making you stop from doing like host to post or whatever, because like there's going to be like a crap ton of people who say no. Like people still say no to me. People still ignore me. People block me. Like I could care less what they do, but they don't pay my bills, and I'm like going to continue to do this because I think I've enrolled like you're pretty close to like how many I've enrolled, because I think I've enrolled like 23 this month so far. Um, what else did I want to ask? I like that you said that you're working. Like guys, like I don't care what anybody says. Like if you're like the busiest person ever, like you can make this fit into your schedule. Like I was working a warehouse job and I was working 70 hours a week, and I still made time to like post and do the things that Shari is doing. And that's exactly what's going to make you become successful in this. I think I went diamond like 5 months, and that was working a 70-hour week job. So I love that you can fit this around your schedule. And do you have any kids, or is it just you and your
No.
boyfriend?
Well, really, I have 2 kids, my husband and my dog.
I like that because they are a lot of work. Like my husband gets on my nerves. I think that's all I had
Okay.
ask. I mean, if anybody else has anything.
I have 2 more questions. I forgot. Okay, so I want to talk about like your mindset, because I feel like a lot of people when they join, they kind of like they're so hesitant to just like go for it because they don't know everything, like they don't know all the details. Shari didn't know anything, and I was like, okay, message this. She was like A-okay. Like she was just doing it, and I feel like that's why she is where she is, because she just did it and didn't think about it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like so many people just like are so scared to do it because they don't know all the answers. And like, can you just talk about that? And like, I feel like your attitude is always so good. Like, you're just always so excited. You're always excited for the next one. Like, always excited for the next post. Like, it's always good. Even if they don't sign up, like, always has a positive attitude. Like, always. Always. So like talk about like kind of like not knowing everything, and like it's okay as long as you just, because I feel like you're learning too. Like you don't even like ask me that many questions anymore, like because you're getting it. You know what I mean? And like you didn't know all of that in the beginning. You know what I mean? But you doing it, actually applying it, like you're learning. Does that make sense? You think?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. I know in the beginning it was like, okay, well, I'll just do what she tells me, you know. I didn't know nothing. Now I just go with the flow. I just remember what you tell me. I just try and be good to these people. I mean, they're going to eventually benefit me, so I need to be nice to them. If I'm rude or anything like that, why would they want to help me? So, and if they don't, I mean, I'm like, okay, I understand.
Yeah, and I love that. And you just like brush it off. Like it's okay. Don't care. Like, you know what I mean? And like we were talking about this before, like you will have so many people come back to you that said no. Always. And again, like how you treat that person when they say no is so crucial if they do come back to you. But just get in the habit of people saying no, and it's okay. It's one person is not going to make or break your business at all. So there was another question that someone had. Also, how do you deal with people that ignore your messages? It's so frustrating. So like, what do you think about that?
So the ones that like don't answer me at all, I go back and make sure that I, on the post, like the hosted post, that I told them I was going to message them, because some people don't have Messenger, they just have Facebook. So they might not know I messaged them. So with those people, I go in and make sure I told them I was going to message them.
And
Because
then
they'll get the notification. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's a good tip. I didn't even think about that. I totally
Yeah.
So you comment under their comment that they're interested in messaging you, and then you message them.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
so
probably.
If they don't reply to me, I go back and make sure I wrote that, because they'll get the notification that I messaged them, and then they'll want to check it.
That's good. Okay, there was one more. Can you ask her if people block her when she asks about hosted posts, and if that bothers you?
If they block me, I don't know, because I don't really go look on their page. So no, it doesn't bother me, because I don't know if they did or not. And I would hope they didn't, just because I asked them to post something, but.
And if they did, like, they weren't meant to be at
all. Right,
all.
I was probably going to block you anyway.
Yeah, see, I love that. Just like have like a fair really attitude, and like that's exactly how I am, and I feel like that's why we're soul sisters, and it's fine, and we're gonna be BFFs. Well, we're our BFFs. I love that. Okay, so does anyone? I think that's all the questions. Let me go through them, make sure I got everyone. Okay, so let me read the chat. Does anyone else have any other questions? Oh, hold on. Okay, I think everyone's good. So, okay, I want to leave. So, is everyone good with like questions before I ask? Is your hubby supportive? And if not, how have you overcome that? Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's supportive of me. He's like, if you can make money doing it, go ahead and do it. I'm like, okay. And I was laughing with him the one day about it, like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing so good. He's like, well, shit, I'll join. Like, okay.
Do it. Yes, that's so funny. I love that. We have to like meet. I want to meet him. because I think that's awesome that he is supportive, because a lot of people don't have that. Like I didn't have a spouse when I started, but I had a mom, a sister, and a brother that all made Facebook statuses about me, making fun of me. So that was really fun. But again, if they don't pay your bills, like, it doesn't matter at all.
Exactly.
At all. You know what I mean? If I did have a spouse and that he cared, I would tell him to kiss my butt. Just saying. Like, you just cannot care, because at the end of the day, like, you started this business for one reason and one reason only, and you yourself know that reason. And if that reason's important enough, then that opinion of whoever it is, no matter how close they are, it shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Okay, I think did someone message me? Go back. Okay, so everyone's good. So I want to leave everyone with just one. What would you say if someone was brand new and they just got started and they're having trouble signing up customers or feeling good about their business? Like, what would you tell them? Like, what would your advice be to them?
I would say be consistent, always message people, always make sure you're messaging them back. Make sure you're posting every day, because people watch. Like, I've had people I've asked just to post for me, and they tell me they're interested and want to buy from me. And I'm like, okay, so then I have to talk to them about buying, because they've already seen everyone else's posts about it. So that would be my most big thing, was be consistent about it.
That's so key. And like, so many people forget that. They're like consistent one day and then no one signs up, and then the next day they feel like poop because they don't do anything. So like, even if you don't sign up someone every single day, it's a-okay, because on that Friday when everyone gets paid, if you're consistent and keep talking to them over and over and over again, eventually they're going to sign, or eventually they're going to post for you. So you're saying that the people you're asking to post for you, once they see all the comments on that post, then they're like, okay, well, I'm interested. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that, and I've had people I just asked to message, and they're like, oh yeah, that, I'm interested in that too. I forgot. I didn't post on anybody's thing, but what is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like, even just like doing like the random like messaging, just like asking, like, they like become interested. So that's so good. Even if they don't post for you, you know what I mean? Like, they could still be interested. You know what I mean? So that's so good. Did I get another question? No, I didn't. Okay, I think that's so good. So, moral of the story, just be consistent. And I think your excitement is like another thing that is just so key when you get started. Like, you cannot feel defeated of one no or one person not post, because Shari's had a lot. She's had a lot of no's and people ignored her and things like that. And like, she's still going and she's killing it. Killing it. So good. Okay, so does anyone have any other questions? And then we can end it, because I think Shari is done. Like, she's amazing. She has to go to bed because she's working tomorrow, but she was on the Zoom, right? Amazing. Anyone else? No. And everybody's going to go Ruby in 3 days, so watch out. So crazy. So, okay, we're so excited for you. Like, I just love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and I think you're amazing, and you are inspiring so many people. Literally, so many people are messaging me, like, in all of you, like, so infatuated with you. So you're killing it. Keep doing what you're doing, and just be so proud of yourself, because you seriously are a rock star. Okay, so I guess we can stop, and then we'll all hop off, and yeah. Are you gonna stop it, Kristen? This is so good.